Welcome to Second Take, the show that focuses on issues behind the news. Mining Weekly editor Martin Creamer joins me today to unpack the latest in the mining industry. Hi Martin.
Hi Chanel.
The reverse listing of Big Tree Copper into SHiP Copper Company on the AltX of the JSE in October is set to give investors access to a pure copper play. Tell us more.
I'm telling you, I'm so happy about this because all we hear is about delistings, and now you can see that there's a lot of opportunities in South Africa for listings, and this is on the AltX. Okay, it's at the moderate level, but still, when you look at the way these people have developed what they're planning to put on the exchange, you can see that it's got good growth prospects. SHiP has been involved with mining and exploration of copper in the Northern Cape for some time. Then you've got Big Tree, which, anybody could have actually got involved because, Jan Nelson, he is a geologist. Of course, he will see more, but, he walks past these big hard rock dumps and he says to people, what is in these rocks? People say, well, nothing. They've been there for decades, it's age-old stuff. And he says, well, let's test it. And they find, great copper. Now, he's already getting that copper out of those hard rocks. He's got a system there that he actually was involved in putting it up. There's plate making going on, which is quite different when you come through these solvent extraction and electrowinning projects to such an extent that, a German company is looking in to see whether they can actually perfect what is going on there so that they can do it elsewhere in the world wherever this happens. So he's already exporting these plates. They're 6 millimeters thick and they weigh about 38 kilograms. And now he's going to join up on the exchange in October, give people an opportunity to invest, looking for retail investors as well. They've got Coronation there, which is a nice big anchor investor. Because of the funding arrangements already, dividends are going to be guaranteed in this whole deal. So anyone who comes in can look forward to dividends, can look forward to this growth. They've got an arrangement of many more assets coming through to contribute. And I think their target of 10,000 tons of copper a year looks to be attainable. So I'm very pleased with that.
Should an energy emergency be declared in South Africa to remove the obstacles standing in the way of the creation of additional electricity and storage that is desperately needed?
Yeah, I think definitely we must see this as an emergency. It is an emergency. Declare it an emergency. Let the National Planning Authority say this is an emergency, and in these circumstances we've got to cut through the red tape, with a very sharp knife, because there are so many people willing to do things. If there hadn't been all these obstacles in the way, we wouldn't have had any problems now. Going way back, there were plans for renewable energy. All of a sudden, these were interrupted, stopped. They were supposed to fill a gap. That gap hasn't been filled. We also have problems with maintenance. The whole coal scene is under scrutiny worldwide because, if you continue to just willy-nilly produce from the coal, you're going to battle to export your goods. Take aluminium. That's just an example. Half of it is electricity. So if you say half of it is dirty electricity, they say, well, give it to us at a cheaper price because we're getting green from Mozambique. So it's the time to move. We think that giving it emergency status will open the gates because it's an emergency. And let us just get out there because the whole situation of 100 megawatt limit, is ridiculous. Why not have 1,000 megawatts? Or why not say, look, it's just open? Because the state will not be paying for that. The private sector is paying for it. It's a dripping roast for them. There's a gap. There's not enough electricity. These guys come in, they want to fill it, they want to pay for it. Hey, let them do it.
Lastly, tell us about the new big industrial pillar available for the taking, provided South Africans respond vigorously.
Yeah, so you've got what we like to call green electrons. We've got the potential there in abundance. We call it renewables. It's the sun, it's the wind, it's the water. So we've got these green electron possibilities. Then, bless us, we've got green molecule possibilities. What are we talking about? We're talking about green hydrogen that you turn back into electricity. You produce it with an electrolyzer, then you produce it into electricity with fuel cells. We've had years and years and years of talking about fuel cells. We've looked at this left and right. We've invested in it. If you can see the investment in what is even a liquid hydrogen. So people always said, woo, hydrogen dangerous, is going to blow up, Its molecules are so small it's going to escape through the pipe. The Germans have already created this liquid organic hydrogen carrier. Now, I just looked at pictures yesterday coming through on LinkedIn. You see this beautiful tanker, normal conventional tanker. What has it got inside? It's got hydrogen. Is it gas? No, it's liquid. It's LOHC. Standing there, it just got out of a bus are diplomats in Germany from 140 countries. They're all looking at this. Oh, how do you do this? Oh, well, we've been working on this technology for some time. Who funded this? Well, there's a South African link. Guess what? You know, AP Ventures, anchor tenant, who is it? Anchor funder, PIC of South Africa. Public Investment Corporation. Who else? Anglo-American. So South Africans are linked to these massive solutions in green hydrogen that 140 diplomats are looking at, you know, with wondrous eyes. Now, why don't we get going? This is what we can do here. So fast. We know how to do it. And grey hydrogen has been made by Sasol since 1950. Now, what are we stopping for? This is a big industrial pillar that can be built. This can be the just energy transfer, you know, the just energy transition.
Thanks, Martin.
Great pleasure, Chanel.
That's it for today. Join us again next week for more news analysis on the local and global mining industries. Don't forget to listen to the audio version of our Mining Weekly daily email newsletter.